He's the best at what he does. But let's face it, what he does best is look doggone sharp in those iconic costumes. We're talking about none other than Wolverine here on Save Toys today. I'm your host Travis, and we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Uncanny X-Force Wolverine, donated to the Save Toys channel by the Save Toys Premium member, Chris Bowers. Chris, thank you for adding this guy to my collection, and I'm so excited about going over to the review booth and opening this figure up and taking a look. So we're heading over there right now. You didn't like what I did? The pun was intended. Sharp Wolverine's claws. Everyone's a critic here at the Save Toys YouTube channel. Stay tuned. Just like Santa Claus on December 25th, another episode of Save Toys come and gone. And this is my Marvel Legends X-Force Wolverine in the package. Now, for all the times that I say it almost breaks my heart to have to open a figure out of the package, Hasbro's Marvel Legends, it really doesn't hurt me at all to have to open them up. They're a very generic packaging, though we will go over them very briefly. Now, first off, we're gonna see, here we go, there we go, the Build-A-Figure Wendigo wave. Now, that's pretty common knowledge at this point. I'm sure you've seen them in your local Walmart or online. And also, hey, we've got Wendigo's head right there in the front of the package. And hey, very briefly, that's the accessories for this figure. There you go. Of course, the X logo on top, nice Wolverine on the side. Now that is some pretty good artwork, and on the back as well, quick bio. You can pause it and read it, take a few minutes. The other figures in the wave and the completed Wendigo. Let's open this package up right now. Right away out of the package, this is a beautiful figure with a lot of detail. Now, I'm going to go over something very quickly, then I'm going to move on. It does have a little bit of overspray on some of my paint on this figure, but that's all I'm going to point out because there's just so much good about this figure. First off, we're going to talk about this mask. Let's see if I can get my, there we go, right there. That's cool. That little detail in the mask, that little hook right there is beautiful. And you'll notice that we do have the arm hair. Now, I have a question. I don't understand why Hasbro keeps going back and forth on that arm hair. We had the classic brown suit Wolverine a couple years ago, the Juggernaut wave, no hair. Then the retro Wolverine re-release of that figure had the arm hair. And then you had, I think, was it the Tiger Stripe one that did not, and then the one we did a couple weeks ago, the first appearance from Hulk 181 did. I can't remember. It's going back and forth. I have all those in my collection. You saw them on the thumbnail at the beginning of this video, and it's like a ping pong back and forth. Which one's going to have the arm hair, which one is not. So I do not understand that. Now, the belt is loose. It actually sits pretty low on the hips, but I like that right there. You can see the beautiful X emblem. The paint job overall is good. Like I said earlier, a few oversprays. I love the gauntlets and these claws. Let's get these claws in focus. Look at that. Instead of being just a straight piece of adamantium, it actually has that hook at the end, making them really look bad. I love that. Now, I'm not going to pop them out because if you may remember a couple weeks ago when we did that first appearance Wolverine from the 181 Hulk comic book, I popped a claw out and I had to fight to get that claw back in. So we're just going to suffice to say you can pop them out, but pop them out at your own risk. Look at those red eyes. They are gorgeous. The boots are very good. Now, at the very beginning of Save Toys, we reviewed the Mezco 112 collection of the X-Force Wolverines. The other one in my collection. Let's see if I can bounce them back. Let's see. There we go. I reviewed that in one of the earlier episodes. It was a versus episode, as a matter of fact. And the boots on that one have never sat well with me, and nor does he sit well on this wheel. There we go. They have never sat well with me. I think Marvel Legends did a really good job with these boots. They're closer to the leg. They look real. And just the things you can do with plastic. The lighting's not very good, but there's gauntlets down there. There's 3 belt buckles all the way down those boots. Nothing on the bottom but peg holes. Let's see if I can get that in the light. There you go. You can see the peg holes there, but no grips in there or anything like that. That's a little bit of a shame, but overall, this is a great Wolverine. And it's actually the last one I needed for my collection of these particular Wolverines in this style. I wanted the first appearance Wolverine, check, and he falls again. There we go. There we go. Now, I wanted the first appearance Wolverine from Hulk 181. I wanted the 90s Wolverine, the Tiger Stripe. Of course, the classic brown suit, gotta have. And then, of course, this X-Force suit. I think these variations of that traditional suit look really great. And as a personal collector, I wanted those particular four. Now, I know you're probably thinking, what about the astonishing Wolverine that Marvel Legends did? Never really interested me in that suit. I think it just overplayed the look a little bit too much. So it just really wasn't important to me. But this does complete a personal collection for me. So that's my review of the Marvel Legends X-Force Wolverine. And I know before we go back over to the Nerd Cave, someone is saying you didn't look at the articulation. And understand this is a Marvel Legends Wolverine. It's very typical. You can look at some of my other reviews. It's basically the same articulation, double jointed elbows, knees, the shoulder rockers, head. Let's look at that very quickly. Up and down. Ankle rockers, not from side to side, excuse me, just ankle pivot. And they're very tight, very hard to pose earlier. But I'm going to keep my complaints to a minimum as this figure is beautiful. So meet me over at the Nerd Cave to wrap this episode up. I'll see you there. I hope you enjoyed yourself on this week's edition of Save Toys. You know, that's kind of the point of Save Toys. Whether you collect the figure we reviewed today or even action figures at all, it's about enjoying collecting. And that's one of the reasons why Save Toys is on YouTube. Again, special thank you to the Save Toys Premium member, Chris Bowers, for donating this action figure today. I want to also say thank you to each and every one of our subscribers. We're growing continually. Please leave a comment below. I love getting your feedback and hearing from the fans of the show. You guys and girls are special to me, and I care about each and every one of you. So until next week, if you like it, you know the rest. Collect it. See you next week.